Okay, so it looks like someone's been doing a deep dive on the Buccaneers and Giants rivalry, huh?
Yeah.
I got to say, I always thought this matchup was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like, the biggest rivalry in the NFL or anything,
Right.
but there have been some really great games
Oh, yeah.
between these two teams.
For sure.
And you've really gone all in here. I see news articles, historical stats.
Yeah.
I even see some podcast titles in this research pile.
I had to do a deep dive.
I love it. I love it. And what's really interesting to me?
So what's that?
The Giants won the Super Bowl back in 2007.
Right.
But they actually beat the Buccaneers on the way to that championship.
Yeah.
So that's what I really want to dig into today. I mean, how does a team lose to the eventual Super Bowl champs
Right.
early in the playoffs and still end up winning it all?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's start with a little bit of a historical overview.
Okay. Sounds good.
These two teams, they first met way back in 1977.
Yeah. That's right.
Right after the Buccaneers joined the NFL.
Yep.
And since then, the Giants, they've kind of had the upper hand.
They have.
They've won 16 games.
Yeah.
To the Buccaneers 9 as of today, November 24th, 2024.
As of today.
So, but let's go back to that 2007 NFC wildcard game.
Okay.
You were saying this was kind of a pivotal moment for the Giants.
Absolutely. I mean, on paper, it looks like just another win,
Right.
on their road to the Super Bowl. But it was way more than that.
Okay.
It was almost like a turning point in disguise.
Oh, really?
So think about it. The Giants were actually down
Okay.
going into the fourth quarter.
Wow.
14-13.
Okay.
Their offense wasn't clicking,
Right.
and they barely pulled out the win.
Yeah.
But it actually exposed their weaknesses, and that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it forced them to adapt.
Interesting.
They realized they couldn't just rely on Eli Manning
Right.
to throw the ball all over the field, right? So
Yeah.
they doubled down on their running game and their defense. And that game essentially unleashed what became known as the earthquake defense,
Oh, yeah.
which became their signature
I remember that.
for the rest of their Super Bowl run.
So a close win against the Buccaneers could have been the catalyst for their championship.
It's one of those fascinating what-ifs
Yeah?
in sports. Would they have gone all the way if they hadn't faced that adversity
Right.
early in the playoffs?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But that Bucs game definitely lit a fire under them.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's fast forward a little bit to a much more recent game.
Right.
November 24th, 2024 just happened.
Fresh in our minds.
The Buccaneers dominated 30-7 at MetLife Stadium.
Yep.
What were some of your biggest takeaways from that game?
Honestly, it was such a relief to see Baker Mayfield finally deliver.
Yeah.
Remember, the Buccaneers were on a 4-game losing streak,
They were.
and the pressure was mounting for him to live up to the hype.
Right.
He didn't just manage the game, he took control.
He did.
294 passing yards, that was great.
It was...
But it was the way he commanded the offense,
Yeah.
his decision-making,
Uh-huh.
that's what stood out to me.
Absolutely. And I feel like this could be the game that gets Baker back on track.
It could be a turning point for him,
Yeah.
and maybe for the Bucs as well.
Absolutely. And speaking of players finding their groove,
Yeah,
Mike Evans was back from injury
he was.
and immediately led the team in receptions.
Yeah,
It's like he didn't even miss a beat.
right. Evans is so reliable.
He is.
He's such a reliable target for the Bucs.
Yeah, but you know what really impressed me in this game?
What's that?
The Buccaneers defense.
Oh, yeah.
Holding the Giants to a mere 45 yards
I know.
in the first half.
First half, crazy.
That's incredible.
It's a testament to their strategy,
Yeah. Yeah.
The Giants just couldn't find any rhythm offensively.
It did seem like the Buccaneers had an answer for everything.
It did.
The Giants tried,
They did.
and it wasn't a good day
Not a good day.
for Giants rookie quarterback Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. It's tough,
It
to be a rookie quarterback,
Yeah.
especially in a rivalry game.
For sure.
But that's what makes these matchups so interesting.
It does.
You get to see how players respond under pressure.
Right.
How teams adapt and evolve.
Okay, so we've talked about some specific games,
We have.
but let's zoom out a little bit.
Okay.
Why do you think these rivalries, even the ones that maybe aren't as historically intense,
Right.
capture our imaginations? What makes them so special?
I think they're all part of the NFL's ongoing story.
Okay.
They create these compelling storylines. We
Yeah.
see emerging talent,
Uh-huh.
and they offer these moments of brilliance and heartbreak,
Oh.
and that just fuels the passion for the game.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think about it.
What's that?
It's almost like each game
Yeah,
is like a chapter in an ongoing saga.
it is.
And this deep dive that you've done,
Yeah,
it's almost like you're adding a footnote to history,
that's a great way to put it.
uncovering these hidden details and connections.
Yeah, I love that.
And all of us fans out there,
Right.
we're all constantly researching, analyzing,
Yeah.
discussing these games.
Absolutely.
We're all contributing to the legacy of these rivalries.
We are all a part of it.
So my final thought for everyone listening out there,
Okay, shoot.
both the Buccaneers and the Giants, they're in constant flux.
There.
New players, coaching changes,
Mm-hmm.
the league itself is evolving.
Always.
What do you think the future holds for this rivalry?
I don't know. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know, in a few years, we might look back at the 2024 season as the start of something really special.
Right.
Or maybe it's just another stepping stone
Yeah.
in this long and winding history.
It's all still to be written.
It is. It is. It's exciting.
It is. I love it.
Yeah.
Great deep dive today.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks everyone for listening
We'll see you next time.
on the deep dive.
Bye.
See ya.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.